Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle.
Alright, as you can see, this is the E-Candy antenna. And so I kind of did a botch up job of it, but what it does is it adheres to the window. So if you go down quickly, excuse my plant, you can see there's a piece of wire there, and then I ran the wire up. I know I got some painting to do, excuse that, right? And it connects to a piece of coax. And I put a little adapter on there to connect one piece to another. That little adapter doesn't necessarily come in the box. It's called a barrel, though. That's very inexpensive. And then, as you can see, it's the coax is bolted to the wall so that it doesn't slip or slide or look sloppy. Then it comes up, and that's one of my surround sound speakers. And then what it does is it goes all the way down the top of the wall, and then it'll come down, and I'll show you where it comes down at in a minute. Give me a second here. Okay, so as you can see, the wire comes from that corner over there, right? It goes along the ceiling. Now that's all just coax, nothing crazy, right? And then it's just bolted up there. Eventually there's going to be some molding put over it so you won't even see it, but that's beside the point. This isn't about aesthetics. So this is coming down here, and as you can see, it goes down. That's a piece of fiber, that wire there. That's not the coax. The coax is actually in that piece of molding there that comes down, and I did a terrible job with that, but I'll fix that up later. So then it goes to what eventually is my media cabinet, as you can see, right? And so then here's the HD Connect. There's my Xbox One. That's my Astro A50s. And as you can see, the green light is on. It's connected. Let me see if I could just grab it. And you can see the piece of coax in the back right there. And then there's a piece of Ethernet you probably can't see. That's the fans and stuff. The Ethernet goes straight to the router, and that's how you get HD Homerun on all your devices after you download the app. Okay, so after you do your installation of your HD Homerun, again, excuse the quality on this, right? So here we are now. This is, of course, as you know, the boot up screen for the Xbox One. That's the home screen, right? So here's HD Homerun. Now, what I will say is, when it first comes on, sometimes it hesitates a little bit, right? So that's channel 2. We're gonna go to channel 4. We basically went into this looking at, like, how can we get 2, 4, 5, 7, 9, 11, 13, the basics, depending on what region you live in and that kind of thing. Okay, so there's channel 4. Let's try channel 5, Fox. All right, so not bad so far. 2, 4, 5 work. Let's go to 7. Looks like we have a problem. Now, 7 gives you an unable to play. All right, so let's try another channel here. Let's see. Let's go to 9.
Something that's a comfort
Okay.
food, but it's vegetable.
9 looks pretty good. Crystal clear picture there. All right, we don't want to get into the proprietary stuff. Let's move on. Here's the CW. Wow, person of interest. Man, I need to go back and watch that. I stopped watching that, and I didn't go back. Looks like we got a problem with that one too, though. Unable to play. Okay. So that was CW. Let's try 11.2. which is another sort of channel 11. No deal. Okay, so we're going to go to channel 13. Let's see what we get with channel 13. Okay, so we're good. So it looks like we're missing 11, 9, so that's big. CW is the Flash and the Arrow and some of the other things. So we have to work on that. So this is obviously not perfect, but then again, this is free for the most part after you buy the equipment. So I'm gonna continue to work with this, and at some point I'll get back to you with whether or not maybe like I moved the antenna or whatever, and we were able to get some other stations. But there you have it. It does work. And just so you know that we're still on the Xbox One. Okay, so here we are. We're gonna quickly go to Plex. So we have other videos talking about what Plex is. Basically, it's a media server. And the software for it is running on a computer here in the house, which is connected to a server that just holds files. And it's not worth getting into right now, not for the purpose of this. So what happens is, if you can see, you have movies, you have TV shows. The question is, how does that tie into the HD Homerun? There's a function of the HD Homerun that connects to Plex. So when you go to your Plex media server, the Plex connects to the server, and then it allows you to go into a program guide where you can pick things to record television. One of the problems you have when you're trying to do a free TV project is, what about the DVR part? This is how you resolve that part. Let's just take a look at this. I tested it just for Law and Order, which is one of my favorite shows. As you can see, it's ready to go. Okay? We don't have to get into that. Done. But as you can see, and I'll show you that at a later time, once the HD Homerun is up and running, and then you have Plex and what's called a Plex Pass, you can record live TV, put it in a folder, and then access it through Plex. And that's how the two connect together.